Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's lecture is about theorem 16.1.1. The statement of the theorem is that parallelograms, so we are talking about parallelograms. What are parallelograms? Parallelograms are four-sided figure having opposite sides equal and congruent. Okay, this is what we have learned earlier. Parallelograms on the same base and between the same parallel lines. So you have two parallelograms which has the same base, okay, and they are between the same parallel lines. So there are two parallel lines DE and AB, okay, and the two parallelograms which we are talking about having the same base, AB will be the base, okay, AB will act as the base of the two parallelograms. DE and AB are the two parallel lines between which these two parallelograms lie, or of the same altitude, are equal in area. Okay, now we have to prove that if you have two parallelograms which has the same base and which are between the same parallel lines, being between the same parallel lines mean they will have the same altitudes. Okay, I will explain it in a minute. Now let us see the two parallelograms. The first one, if you observe, is A B C D. Okay, this is the parallelogram A B C D. You have, this is the first parallelogram, and the second parallelogram is A B E D. Okay, sorry, A B E F. Let me write it in black so that you can see. Okay, so the two parallelograms are A B C D. This is the first one, okay, and the second one is A B E F. So you have two parallelograms over here, A B E F and A B C D. These are the two parallelograms. If you observe the figure, it is very clear that AB is a side of this parallelogram as well as it is the side of the second parallelogram. AB is the base of both the parallelograms. So they are having, these are the two parallelograms on the same base AB. This is the base AB and between the same parallel lines. Both the parallelograms, this lie between AB and DE. Also parallelogram ABEF, it also lies between AB and DE. So these are the two parallel lines which are given to us. Both the parallelograms are in between these two parallel lines. If we take the altitude of the parallelogram ABCD, then we know from our previous knowledge that the altitude is a line which is dropped from D on AB. We know that this is the same as the altitude. If I draw the altitude of this parallelogram, it will be D, let it be some DL for example. And now if I consider the altitude of this parallelogram, the second one, ABEF is the second parallelogram. If I draw its altitude from this point E to AB, then these two altitudes are going to be the same. Let me draw it. Suppose I draw the altitude from, this is the altitude of the parallelogram ABCD. Okay, let it be DEF, let it be DG. Okay, and if I draw the altitude of ABEF, I will drop the perpendicular from E on AB. Then these two altitudes are, as you may see, are going to be the same. So these are the two parallelograms having the same base and between the same parallel lines. As they are between the same parallel lines, therefore the altitudes are going to be the same. So this is what they mean by the same altitudes. But we don't have to consider it now. Just for this minute, we are going to write what is given to us and what is required. Now we are given two parallelograms ABCD, okay, and ABEF. Okay, this is the second parallelogram. ABEF are the two parallelograms having the same base, that is AB, okay, and are between the parallel lines DE and AB. Okay, so we have two parallel lines AB parallel to DE. Okay, these are the two parallel lines given to us, and we are given two parallelogram having the same base. What we need to prove is area of ABCD is equal to area of ABEF. Okay, now to start the proof, let me write this again. So we have the parallelogram ABCD, okay, and ABEF having the same base AB, and between the two parallel lines DE and AB. Okay, this is what is given to us. We have to prove that both these parallelograms have the same area. Now, in order to prove that, we will have to shade this area, which is the common area of both the parallelograms. Okay. Now, if you want to find the area of the parallelogram ABCD, it will be this shaded area ABED plus the area of this triangle. Okay, these two figures combined together, if you look at it, these two figures, one the shaded area and the triangle, they both combine together to give the area of the parallelogram ABCD. Now, so we can write the area of ABCD is equal to the shaded area ABED, okay, the shaded area ABED plus this triangular area. So if you write it, the area ABED plus the area of the triangle, area of BCE, okay, triangle BCE. So the area of the parallelogram ABCD, this ABCD is equal to this shaded region plus this triangle. These two figures combined together, if I put these two figures combined together to give the area of the parallelogram ABCD, and that is what I have written over here. Area of ABCD is equal to area of ABED plus area of BCE. Okay, similarly, if I find the area of, let it be 1, okay, area of the parallelogram ABEF, the area of this parallelogram can be written as ABEF. This can be written as the shaded region, the same shaded region, plus this triangle. Okay, so we have two triangles and a shaded region between them. The shaded region is the common region of both the parallelogram. That is why it is appearing in the area of both the parallelogram. This is equal to ABEF. Area of ABEF is equal to area of ABED. Okay, as you may see, the area which is written in red is the common area of both the parallelogram plus the area of this triangle plus area of triangle ADF. Now in this theorem we have to prove that both these areas are equal. Okay, if you look closely, the only difference between the two areas is that we have the same area ABED in both the cases. The only difference is the area of the triangles. Okay, if in the first parallelogram this area is included and in the second parallelogram this area is included, the difference is only between these two. Okay, this is the same ABED, this term is same in both the cases. The only difference is these two terms. If we are able if we somehow prove that both the triangles are congruent, then obviously they will have the same area. and then we will be able to prove that the area in the first is equal to the area of the second parallelogram. The area of this parallelogram is equal to the area of ABEF. Okay, so the only problem is that over here we have area BCE, this triangle, and in the second parallelogram we have the area ADF. So the only thing that we need to prove is to prove that both these triangles are congruent. After doing that, we will be able to say that both the parallelograms are having the same area. So in order to prove that, we will have to prove the following steps, and the reason over here is area addition axiom. Okay, this is the axiom because both these figures, the area of both these figures add up to give the area of this parallelogram. This is called area addition axiom. Same is the case over here. So the only problem is that we need to prove that these two triangles are congruent. For that, what are we going to do is we are going to take the correspondence of both the triangles. Triangle BCE corresponds to triangle corresponding to D, triangle ADF. So we are going to take the correspondence of these two triangles, okay, triangle BCE and triangle ADF. Now in both these triangles, the side BC over here is congruent to side AD. The side BC is congruent to AD because these are the opposite sides of this parallelogram which is given to us. Opposite sides of parallelograms are always congruent. Therefore, this side BC will be congruent to AD. Okay, the opposite sides of parallelogram A, B, C, D. Similarly, this length BE will be congruent to AF because these are the two opposite sides of the parallelogram ABED. Okay, if you consider ABED, then these are the two opposite sides of the parallelogram. Therefore, over here BE is congruent to AF because the reason will be the same as above. Opposite sides of parallelogram ABEF. Okay, this is the parallelogram and these two are the opposite sides which we are talking about, A, B, E and F. Okay, and now we know that BC is parallel to AD. Okay, BC is parallel to AD and BE is parallel to BF. Now whenever two lines are parallel, then the angle between them are also congruent. For example, these are the two parallel lines, okay, and these are the lines which are parallel to these two lines. So the angle between them will be the same as the angle between them. Whenever you have two lines and the angle which is formed by these two lines is the same as the angle formed by the lines which are parallel to these lines. Okay, so whenever you have an angle between two lines, the same angle will be between all the lines which are parallel to these two lines. Okay, these two lines have an angle EBC. So angle EB angle E, again I have written in the wrong position, angle EBC is congruent to angle DAF because BC is parallel to AD, okay, and BE is parallel to AF. Okay, as these two, ABC and BE, will have the same angles as AD and AF. Okay, so if you have two lines, the angle between these two lines will be the same as the angle between the lines which are parallel to these two lines. Okay, so here we have used the result that a result from geometry that the angle between two lines is the same as the angle between their parallel lines. BC and BE are not parallel, they have an angle between them, but AD is parallel to BC and AF is parallel to BE. So any angle between these two will be the same as the angle between these two lines, because these two lines are parallel to these two lines. Okay, now from SAS postulate, BC is congruent to AD and BE is congruent to AF, and the angle between these two sides and the angle between them is the same as these two sides and the angle between these two sides of this triangle. Therefore these two triangles are going to be congruent.
Yeah,
so triangle BCE will be congruent to triangle ADF. This is because of SAS postulate. Okay, because two sides and the angle between them is congruent to two sides and the angle between these two triangles. Now if you look at equation 1, area of the parallelogram ABCD was area of ABED plus the area of BCE, and the area of ABEF is area of ABED. That was exactly the same area as this. The only difference was the area of these two triangles. Now we have proved that these two triangles are congruent. Okay, from here, so the area of these two triangles will be congruent. If these two areas are congruent, then it means that these two parallelogram will also be, the area of these two parallelogram will also be congruent. Okay, so from here we can say that area of triangle BCE is the same as area of triangle ADF. Okay, and if you take this as equation 4, this from equation 4 we can say that area of parallelogram ABCD is the same as area of ABEF. This is from comparing 1, 2 and 4, and this proves the required result. This is what we needed to prove, that the area of these two parallelograms are same. So let me summarize it again. Area of ABCD was this green shaded region plus that triangle, and area of ABEF was this green shaded region plus this triangle. So the only difference between these two expressions is the area of BCE and triangle ADF. Okay, so we have proved that, first we proved that these two triangles are congruent. We know that congruent triangles mean they are going to be exactly the same triangles. So when the triangles are exactly same, it means they will cover the same area. So we have first proved that these two triangles are congruent, and from congruency what we got is that both the triangles have the same area. So both these have the same area. It means the area of parallelogram ABEF and ABCD will be the same, because these triangles were the only difference between these two areas. And if these two areas are congruent, these are also congruent, then it means that this whole area is congruent to this whole area. And this shows that the area of parallelogram ABCD is the same as the area of parallelogram ABEF, and this completes the proof of this theorem. And question number 2, ABCD is a parallelogram having AB is equal to 10 cm. The altitudes corresponding to sides AB and AD are given to be equal to 7 cm and 8 cm. Find AD. Let me draw the figure and then explain to you. We have the parallelogram A, B, C, D. Okay, this is the parallelogram ABCD. AB is 10 cm. It's equal to 10 centimeters. The altitudes corresponding to the sides AB and AD. Now to this side we have the altitude. Altitude will be dropped from D, because altitude is the height of the vertex which is opposite to this this side. Okay, this will be the altitude. If you consider this as base, then the altitude will be this height. Okay, this will be the altitude, the perpendicular distance from this. And AD are respectively 7 and 8. Okay, altitude of AB is 7, so it means that this is 7 centimeter. Okay, altitude to the side AB is 7 and to the side AD is 8. Now if this is taken as base, then its altitude will be dropped from one of these vertices. Now altitude of AD will be, I draw it straight line, then altitude is this perpendicular distance. Okay, so the altitude of AD will be B. Let me take this as E and this as F. So D is the altitude of the base AB and BF is the altitude of the base AD, if you take base as AD, and the altitude, the length of this altitude is 8 centimeters. So what we have over here is we have AB, length of AB is equal to 10 centimeters. DE, which is the altitude, if AB is taken as base, this will be the altitude and will be equal to 7 centimeters. And BF will be the altitude of AD. When AD is taken as base, this will be 8 centimeters. Now we have to find AD, the length of AD. Now we know that the area of a parallelogram can be found out with the help of multiplying the one of its side with its altitude. Area of parallelogram is always equal to base into altitude. So here we have, if we take AB as the base, this will be the altitude, therefore its area will be, area of this parallelogram will be AB into its altitude DE. And similarly we can also find the area of the same parallelogram by using, and that will be equal to this area because we are talking about the same parallelogram. Okay, the same area can be found out with the help of taking AD as base and BF as altitude. So we can find AD into BF. This will also give us the area of the parallelogram ABCD. Okay, and this is also going to give us the area of the parallelogram ABCD. Therefore I have taken these two to be equal. Now putting the values of AB is 10, DE is 7, AD is what we need to find. Okay, and BF is this altitude 8. In order to find AD, okay, we are just going to shift 8 to this side, then AD will be equal to 10 into 7 over 8. 10 into 7 over 8, and this is going to be, if you cancel out or you just use calculator, in order to use, we are going to multiply, the answer will be 8.75 centimeters. So AD will be 8.75 centimeters. Okay, this will be the answer, and this completes the questions of this exercise.